Hey everyone, Parallel here. Welcome to Star Trek Online. There is a new event going on. This is a bit of a surprise because the anniversary event just ended, and usually there's a bit of a break after an event ends, but no. This time Cryptic decided to keep things moving along with a brand new event. This is not a rerun of some previous one, this is something totally new. And it is also actually a very short event, which in my opinion is actually okay. I wouldn't mind a short event. I'm not looking forward to a whole new grind after just finishing the anniversary event. So, short event is good, and it is actually pretty unique. So let's take a look at it here. This event is called Arena of Sompek. And what this basically is it's a new queue. It's a ground queue. And let me go and click on it here. We can read through it. But it is basically sort of a survival mode / horde mode / increasing waves of difficulty endless type event. And that's what you need to complete to get a reward. We'll take a look at the reward here in a second as well. But let's just go ahead and read it here. It is enter a Klingon holodeck to train in the legendary Kadhos event. Join with a team of 5 players to fight against a rising odds and deadly ground combat. To join the event, open the PvE queue menu, blah, blah, blah. You have to be level 50 to 60. Complete the mission once per day to earn great rewards, including your choice of marks, and including your token that you're going to want to get. Let's go ahead and pull up the actual event reputation here, because this actually has a project that you can complete for a special reward. So on top of just getting the daily mark package, your choice of marks from completing the queue, there's actually like a proper event going on with a project. So here is the project right here. You need to get 3 of the vouchers, and you can get 1 voucher per day. And the vouchers this time are a little bit unique because they're actually bound to account. The vouchers themselves are bound to the account, which is very different. That's, to my knowledge, never been done in an event. In fact, I'll show you over here. If we go over here to my account bank, you will see here is the voucher right here that I earned yesterday. I played this on a different character, on my engineer, and got this event. And go ahead and go over here and see. There you go. So it's actually bound to account, so now I can run it today on this character. And get the voucher on this character. So that's kind of cool. I don't think they've ever done an event like that. It's always been the voucher itself was bound to character, and then once you completed the project, then the project would usually unlock for the whole account. So a little bit unique there. Kind of a good progression, I think. I like the idea that you can kind of complete the event daily on a different character instead of having to complete it all on one character. So kind of cool. I like it. And also the reward, which I'm mousing over right here, is supposedly bound to account, or not bound to account, but unlocks for your entire account once you complete the project. So you need to complete this queue 3 times. There is a 20-hour cooldown, so once per day. And you get your tokens, and you complete the project. You need 3 of them. All right, so this kit module is called Sompek Lightning. It is an AoE electrical damage. Calls down electrical energy strike at the location, 271 electrical damage, knockback 9 meters, and expose. Interesting. Expose is nice. Electrical damage over time and hold for 3 seconds. And then 40-second recharge. Kind of long, but not too bad. It's not like a 2-minute type recharge. And I'm not sure what this actually looks like, but I have a very strong suspicion, having played the queue yesterday and gone through it once. Inside the queue, you'll see there's a mechanic called the Lightning Round, and I get the feeling that this kit module, is going to function very similar to how that mechanic works and looks in the queue. So I'll show you when that comes up. So pretty cool. And I kind of like that it's just a kind of a short and sweet event. You just need 3 tokens. I guess the only downside is here. Let me pull up the calendar. The only downside is it's only running for like 4 days. Or I guess kind of 5 days, but it ends early on Monday. So you only have from the patch through the weekend until Monday to run this. So if you miss, even if you miss more than like 1 day, it's going to be really hard for you to make it through. So that's kind of the downside there, but I do like that it is a nice short and sweet event. All right, so I am going to queue up for it here and do a run. Before we jump in, though, let me just give you a few quick tips on things that I learned in my previous run. My first tip would be the enemies are all randomized in this, so you will encounter pretty much every type of enemy, which is actually one of the neat things about the queue. But that means there will be Borg, so make sure to bring some of your anti-Borg. You're either going to need to bring like a refrequencer, or you're going to want to bring I'm going to bring my TR-116 rifle, which is good against Borg. I guess if you also had like the Omega ground set, you could go for that as well. But you're just going to need something against Borg just in case you run to like a high-level Borg boss and they adapt, and then you'd be screwed. So you're going to need something. So I'm going to bring along my TR-116. Another tip I'm going to give is that once you get to about wave 20 or so, in my first run I made it to about wave 24 before we wiped out. But you are going to need at least some survivability, because once you get to about wave 20, a lot of the boss mobs are all going to be one-shotting you. So you're going to need some survivability. So I recommend having well-upgraded armor to give you some resistance. And, you know, if you are an engineering character or science characters, bring along all the buffs and heals that you can. In fact, I even modified my build a little bit here on my ground character. I'm going to bring along strategic analysis for a team damage resistance buff that lasts for a long time. So give that a try just to have a little bit of support. Since this is more of a tactical character, I don't really have that many support options. You know, you could also run like Rally Cry, or, you know, something along those lines to give your team a nice resistance buff, just to help try to reduce the one-shotting effect. And in fact, I'm also running the Not Cool personal shield, because of the invulnerability cheese is also very, very good on this event. Saved my life countless times. So a couple few tips there just to help out. Oh yeah, and don't forget to turn on your commando spec. I better make sure I do have it. Yes, I do have commando spec turned on. If you do have commando spec, a good thing to bring in this. You will need all the survivability you can get. All right, so, and as you can see, I am of course going to be using the Boolean cannon. I mean, how can you not? It's the most OP weapon in the game right now, and it's a lot of fun. And hey, you know, I bought this thing. Why not get some use out of it here in an actual challenging queue? So yeah, there is only one difficulty level here. It's just standard difficulty, but the whole idea is that the waves get more and more difficult. So eventually, after about wave 20, you're pretty much going to be at elite, close to elite difficulty. And some of the bosses are quite difficult at that point. All right, here we go, queuing up. Of course, I'm doing this with a pickup group, which means I have no idea what's going to happen. It could be the best group ever, it could be garbage, you never know. Like I said, in my first run on my engineer, I did make it to level, or wave 24, which was okay. It was getting quite difficult at that point. I could see Pugs getting a little bit farther than that. We actually lost a person. We were running with 4 people. So it was pretty good, I think, to make it that far. So we'll see if we can make it farther this time, but who knows? Maybe I just got lucky. Maybe could go any way in a Pug. You just never know.
Kovan, welcome to the Arena of Sompek, the oldest of its kind on Kronos. The Alliance has survived many challenges: the Iconian War, attacks on our leaders, and now the unrest in the Alpha Quadrant. To survive, we must remain strong. To do that, we must prepare for conflict, enter the arena, and test your skills in the Karas. Fight with honor! Wapa!
Awesome. Always have to listen to Tommy Todd's voice acting because it's so awesome. But all right, so I'm ready to begin. Let's check this out. Head into the holodeck. It gives you a minute to prepare and whatnot.
Spectators, honored combatants, prepare for the battle. Begin with a skirmish against members of the Alliance.
And it starts up right away, wave 1. Does usually start out quite easy. As you can see, there's already a science officer, though. It's not... They already knocked me down to my invulnerability cheese shield. Now, I will mention one thing, just real quick. Uh-oh, lightning round. Okay, so... Yeah, I was just going to mention there are hazards that do come in this map. I'm going to test something out here, because I heard that in the lightning round you can actually hide under this bunker and it won't actually hit you. And I haven't actually tested that out yet. Oh, someone's unconscious. Let's get them up. So see that? Yep. See right there? That was the lightning effect during the lightning round. And let me use my gambling device. Hope it doesn't fail. Ooh, we got some Voth. Ooh, Voth mech. Alright. Got the dinosaurs. All kinds of good stuff. So yeah, there are, like, every type of enemy you can imagine can come in here. And some of them are quite difficult. I know those Tholian captains, man, they start one-shotting you. It gets pretty nasty. But anyway, during the lightning round, as you saw, that you can be randomly targeted, and they're basically it's almost like an orbital strike, I want to say. Like, the lightning will come down, you'll see a targeting reticle on your character, and you basically have to move, or that lightning will do extreme damage, and in later waves it will just one-shot you, so you can't get hit by that. And I get the feeling that's what the kit module reward is going to be. Very similar to that effect. I think it's just going to be like a little orbital strike. Oh, hazard wave here. Okay, so yeah, there's the lightning waves, and then there's these hazard waves as well. And you can see there's one of the hazard waves right there. Whenever a hazard comes up, you'll see those little sort of hazard hologram symbol, like right where I was standing, will come up. That means get the hell out before the damage comes. Like, these beams will come. Yeah, the beams will come. There'll be there's even a hazard that comes in the water. Oh, there's a shield generator over there. There's flames that come out. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by any of that stuff. Oh, here we go. We got some brood mothers here from Bug Hunt. That's pretty cool. Okay, that was wave 7. Every 7 waves, I believe you get an I don't know if it's you get an increased enemy strength improvement.
You fight well.
Yes, yep. So after you complete 7 waves, it does increase the enemy's strength. Yeah, and it starts getting pretty crazy. Starts scaling up really fast.
Make ready, warrior. The lightning round begins now.
Oh crap. So the lightning is coming. So there you go. See, sometimes it'll shoot multiple lightning strikes towards you. You got to keep moving. Is that someone trying to cloak on me in there? Yes, it was, the Jemadar. Here we got Romulans now. Romulan over here. Yeah, so the Tholians can get pretty crazy, and also the not cool. Man, the not cool also have these invulnerability shields, and they also get nuts because they get like all these not cool captains around, all going invulnerable on you. It does get pretty crazy pretty quickly. We're doing good. We're up to wave 10. We've had, some people have been dying. That's a good thing to point out here, just to mention it. So you keep going until basically everyone on the team dies. So if just you die and someone gets you back up, that's fine. The fail condition is everyone on your team has to be dead at the same time. So if you do get knocked down, you can respawn, or you can have someone get you up. And of course, as you know, if you get knocked down in succession, your spawn timer will go up. So it does... Whoa!
Fighters, prepare yourselves. It is time for the hazard round.
Yeah, hazard round is coming. Alright. Come on, Chieftain. Whoa, don't want to go back that far. There you go, got that, Chieftain. Don't step in the fire. These guys are so big they like can't even fit in here. You stuck, bro? Oh no, he moved. Whoa, gotta get out of there. Don't want to get melted. Whoa, did that guy step in there and get melted? I don't know if that can actually hurt the NPCs or not. That'd be good to test out. But one thing I also want to mention, I noticed when I was playing this on my engineer, and I've seen people complain about this on Reddit as well. Sometimes there's a long pause in between waves. And I think what is causing that is actually the, if you are an engineer and you have a lot of fabrications out, it seems to lengthen the spawn time in between waves. And anecdotally, I believe that's true because playing on my engineer, if I had any of my drones out or anything, I was noticing there were some waves that were like at a huge delay, like, minutes before the next wave would spawn. So be a little bit careful of that. It's a little bit unfortunate because, as an engineer, of course, you want to set up all of your fabrications beforehand. But, what was that? But yeah, it looks like, I don't know if it's because the engineer has these fabrications out here that something, hey, there's a tortured soul over there. Oh no, I hope this doesn't get us stuck here. Because there's something... Where'd it go? It looked like some enemy summon was still... Yeah, I can't find it anymore. It looks like there's something floating around here that's not despawning, and it's like holding us up. Is there something up here? Oh no, this is not good, folks. It looks like... It's like stuck in the wall or something. We can't... I just saw it over there. There it is. See it? That is quite unfortunate. And then when I was just saying that engineers... Ooh, there he is. Engineers' fabrications will stop the spawn. Apparently also will enemies who get stuck in the wall. Yeah, nothing is hitting this tortured soul. It is, Oh, yes! Yeah, we got it. It unbugged. Oh yeah, here we go. It's back on. What held me? Alachi held me. That's who it is. Yeah, so Alachi plus Lightning Round is very, very difficult. They will hold you, and then the lightning will come down and one-shot you. It's a very, very unfortunate combination you gotta watch out for. But woo, oh man, I'm glad that that bugged out tortured soul eventually got loose. Yeah, he held me. No. Here, have some flanking damage. Right, so that's, I mean, that's pretty much it. It does, I mean, you just have to be prepared for almost any type of enemy. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Borg yet, but you'll be getting Voth Mechs, you'll be getting spawn queens, you know, from Bug Hunt. You'll be getting, you know, just all your standard factions, Klingons. Romulans. I believe I saw even the new Zenkethi as well. Zenkethi can come in. But we'll see here. So what are we at? So there we go, wave 15. We're doing good. We're doing good. We had one little snag with the tortured soul, but oh crap, lightning round. Oh, oh, it one-shot me. So there you go. We're on wave 15, and lightning will one-shot you. Fortunately, the rest of the team is alive, so I should be able to respawn without any problems here. Oh. No, don't get me up. You're gonna die. I'm just gonna respawn. That's the other thing, is during the lightning round, it's quite hazardous to resurrect someone because you're stuck standing still. lightning round could come down on you, and yeah, that would be bad. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Can I stand in here? I think you can. I don't know if it was quite just out of the range, but yeah, because I've heard that you can stand underneath this bunker and the lightning will not damage you. Come on, you Romulan medic. Alright. So I'm trying to think of some other tips or some other interesting strategies. Obviously, if you're coming in here with a pre-made group, you're going to be able to do a lot more and get a lot farther. I've seen already videos out there, people getting past wave 100, and things are getting pretty nuts. But, yeah, I mean, if you can actually make a well-balanced team and have, some supporting options and some, healing options, and, of course, some damage options, but once you get to those higher waves, you're going to need to have a lot of support, damage resistance, heals to keep yourself going, or you're just getting knocked out so quick you won't be able to res fast enough. But yeah, pre-made teams in this have a lot of fun. I mean, you can get really far. The rewards do scale up as you... They do scale up the higher you go, so you get more and more marks. You get also have a chance of like rare... Ooh, is that a Zinkethi? Yeah, the Zinkethi. Oh, hazard round. Technician, let's get that guy. Hate these guys. Ow. There we go. Oh, there's his pack. Gotta get that, because it's probably making someone invulnerable. Here we go. Yep, the rewards continue to scale. I hear there's currently some kind of a bug that past, like, wave 70 or something, I think. It, like, stops scaling the rewards, which is kind of unfortunate. Just something to be aware of if you are going for those long runs. It's more for the challenge, right? I mean, you just keep going and going to see how far you can do. Take your build to the absolute limit. Oh, crap. Not cool. I hate not cool, man. Because of the cheese shields that I'm using. Oh, crap. Get out of there. Come on, not cool, Ensign. Let's see if I can one-shot you. Hopefully then you can't get your shield up. Yep, there we go. But it's so hard to take all their distortions.
Flanking damage detected.
Come on, the cool captain. Yeah. Sweet. Doing good. We're up to wave 19. You can see at once we complete wave 14, now we've got 2 enemy strength enhancements over here. I mean, it pretty much scales up everything, I think. It scales up their hit points, scales up their damage, scales up, even might scale up their damage resistance. I'm not sure about that. Well, that wave went quick. Alright, some Malachi. Or not Malachi, Undine. Still no Porg, I'm kind of surprised. Let's use a hypo. Did stock up on hypos. That's another little tip. Just make sure you gotta bring a bunch with you. Especially if you're tactical, you're gonna need them. Another brood mother. Looks like there's another one over there. Sweet, got it. This is a good team, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are some people are getting knocked out, but We've already made it to 21. We're doing pretty good. Now, if I recall correctly, you only have to make it to wave 5 or complete wave 5 in order to get the daily reward. Woohoo! Accolade! Yeah, 21. So you don't have to, you know, make it to like wave 100 or something to get your daily reward. You only have to make it to like wave 5. And that's not hard. I mean, any pickup group, even with pretty modest gear, should be easily able to make it that far without too much of a problem. I haven't seen any Tholians yet either, so man, I'm just waiting. I know, man, those Tholian captains come out, they start one-shotting everybody. It gets nasty really fast. I'm pretty sure that's what did us in my last run. Was one of those Tholian captains just going around destroying everybody. Ooh, some Remans. Looks like that person already respawned, which is fine. I was about to res them, but I wasn't going to res them in front of a Riemann elite guard there. So far, so good. I think having the strategic analysis is helping. The team damage resistance is pretty good. It's subjective, of course, but I know from my own point of view, I am... Oh, lightning round. Oh, crap. From my own subjective experience, I've been getting one shot less this time around. So it seems to be helping. I am trying to stay in the bunker this time. I don't want to get one shot by the lightning. Apparently I can hit this guy, even though it does not seem like he's in line of sight, but... That guy's name is Pike. That's kind of funny. Ooh. Undine? I'm not going to nice that. Ooh, there he is. Side commander. Go down. So far, so good. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, man. Some Tholians come out here and they're going to start wrecking everyone. I'm glad we made it past the not cool wave. They can be quite frustrating as well. I haven't been using aim very much. I usually like to go into aim mode for more damage output, but it's definitely a big advantage in this queue to stay mobile, especially on like the hazard waves and whatnot. It just helps a lot. Now another not cool wave. This isn't good. Let's see if I can use that and get my... I'm going to... Oh my goodness. Stupid mines everywhere too. Make a little bit of a strategic withdrawal here until their shields run out, and then take them out. Now his shield is still going. See if I can take out his clones here. There we go. Yeah, not so hard. Not so hard now without your invulnerability shield. Oh crap! He's still got his freaking mines up over the place. Still got those not cool toxic mines that. There we go. Man, those not cool captains. You got those toxic mines. They go around. They hold you in place. Just gotta take out his distortion here. Man, even there, look how much damage this distortion is taking. Usually you can one-shot those things. Things are definitely starting to scale up now. What wave are we on? We're still doing pretty good. 26. All right, so made it farther than last time. Oh, Iconians. This is not going to be good. Iconians also have all the holding and stuff. Oh, gotta get out of this. Got a Harbinger over here. Let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. Let's get my security team out here. Man, look how much damage that thing's taking, too. Oh, crap. I just used the hypo, too, and it didn't go off in time. No! Everyone's dead? No! Oh, we got wasted by the Iconians. They have defeated us. I realized everyone was dead. I would have... oh, crap, I was so close. I used a hypo, too, and it just did not go off in time. So, well, that was what? Wave 26? Let's talk to Roddick here. I believe you can... yeah, how did we do? 26 rounds. All right, so that gives us 45 points. So you get 10 marks, base, 45 bonus, and then 55. So, yeah, the rewards do scale up, but this is, honestly, it takes a lot of time to get through these waves. So, I wouldn't say it's an efficient way of farming for marks. This is more for challenge and for fun and trying to complete, your 3 dailies for the project, I would say. But definitely not something you want to farm for marks. Thank you. I'll just go ahead and get fleet marks. I already did my Lucari for the day, so no problem there. But yeah, that was odd. Did we get any Borg at all? That's surprising. My last one we had a couple waves of Borg, so I guess I didn't really need to bring along this the TR-16, but yeah, I was ready to go for it, but never got a chance. All right, so we'll go ahead and head out here. And let's wrap it up here. I'll give you some final thoughts on what I think of this event, and I'll show you quickly my build, just in case anyone is curious on my ground build. Oh, let's go down to Kabali Prime so I can be on the ground. So anyway, just wondering what I was running through there. I do think the strategic analysis did help a little bit, although in that last wave the Iconians demolished us pretty hard. So that was unfortunate. But I do think it helped a little bit over my previous run. A little bit less one-shotting. But, yeah, so let's, I'll go ahead and pull up my build, and we'll see. Did I get my, so let's do this. Yeah, 2. All right, good. So, yep, got two of the vouchers. And should be all set, so tomorrow I should be able to get the kit module, and we'll be able to check that out. But yep, looks like it's kind of a poor man's orbital strike, basically, with electrical damage, so it should be fun to check out. You have to see how much damage it does and if it's actually worth it and everything, and how long the animation time is and all that good stuff. So I'll check that out in a couple days. But yeah, so I just said I will quickly show my build. But yeah, the queue itself, my final thoughts here on the queue is, it's a lot of fun. It's basically, you could think of it as your kind of like no-win scenario, but on the ground. That's a good way to think of it. You can compare it to, like any other game that has like a horde mode. If you play Warframe, it's like a survival mode. You've done it before. The idea is pretty standard, but the thing that's nice about it is that it's has a lot of variety. A lot of enemies pop in, a lot of variety. It actually has some challenge to it, that's for sure. It's much harder than most, I would say, even some elite ground maps. I mean, once you get to the waves, into the 20s, it starts to get quite difficult. I would say right up there with most elite difficulty type queues. So it's it's very good for testing out your build, testing out your teamwork if you're going to pre-made going in. So it has a lot of good things about it. I think the only downside is that it does take a while as far as time goes. And, like I said, sometimes if you have a lot of engineering fabrications out there, or like what happened with us, where if a mob gets stuck in the wall, the spawn time between waves can get very long, and then you're kind of waiting. But when it moves along, when the waves are coming, keeps it coming, it works really, really well. It's a lot of fun, but a good challenge. So that's cool. I get the feeling that this queue will probably only be around for this event, but then again, I also get the feeling this event will be back. I don't think Cryptic would go through all this work of creating a brand new queue, brand new ground queue and a new event, and only run it once. I'm pretty sure it'll be come back with new rewards and all that good stuff. So, it's fun, check out the ground combat every now and then. I'm not much of a ground pounder myself, but, it's good for a change. Why not? Test out your ground skills, have a little bit of fun. And so thumbs up to this event. And it's only, like you run it 3 times, go through, a few challenges, go through a challenging queue 3 times, have fun, collect your reward, and then you're done. In fact, I almost kind of like the idea of shorter events, like these short events, rather than long, 2.5 week, 3 week long grinds. So yeah, maybe this event here is a little bit of, foreshadowing of what's to come. Maybe Cryptic will have some of these little short weekend events, more, sprinkled out throughout the year. I'd be down with that. All right, so let me just quickly show you the build. Yes, I am running the Advanced Fleet Recoil Compensating Armor. This is for the high crit severity. This is the Fleet Armor. The Not Cool Shield, I already showed that. I am, of course, using the... let's go back to the... Boolean Heavy Assault Cannon, most powerful weapon in the game. You can buy this with low buy. It's actually fairly cheap. I think it was only 50 low buy, so... well worth it. If you can buy some keys off the auction house, open up some boxes, and boom, there you go. Get yourself a Boolean cannon. It's a very good weapon. The TR-16, but we didn't have any Borgs, so it didn't even happen. In fact, it was kind of funny. In my previous run, there was a couple times the Borg spawned. There was this assimilated Gorn that was had a big like scorpion tail. That was pretty awesome. I don't know that I've ever seen that before in Star Trek Online. So that's the other cool thing about all these random enemies that can pop in, during the queue. It just you never know like what you're gonna get. So it's kind of always a surprise what you're gonna be facing. And so yeah, I like that aspect of the queue. It was a lot of fun. I was using the gambling device. Chart of Possibilities. I didn't actually use it. I probably should have. And there's also the Paradox Corrector from the Delta event. You can use this to self-revive. Like if your timer was long, you can use this to self-revive right away. So that is useful to bring along if you have one. As far as the kit modules I'm using, I'm using Photonic Overcharge, Graviton Spike, Deadly Intent, Trajectory Bending, and then I swapped out... I do like to use Motivation, but Motivation got a few adjustments in the patch. In fact, there was a lot of adjustments to ground abilities in the patch, that, along with that brought this event. It made a lot of changes to ground combat. And unfortunately, Motivation was one of the ones, the duration got pretty hit on this thing. So now it's fixed at 12 seconds and it doesn't go up. So the uptime was hurt a little bit on this. So I kind of thought, well, let's give the strategic analysis a try. Because it is also a nice damage buff and resistance buff, which is good for this queue. So there you go. As far as my kit, I'm just using a Delta Expedition kit with 2 K-Perf on it. Obviously not perfect mods. The K-Perf 3 ones are so ridiculously expensive, I can't afford one right now. So that's what I've been using. For my specializations, using Templar Operative and Commando. I definitely recommend using Commando on the ground. It will help a lot. Here's my ground build. Pretty standard, honestly, build. Just go for your weapon proficiency, weapon crits, penetration, get your armor expert and extra health, and of course the 2 ranks of kit performance. Very important there for your abilities. And then for my traits, you can see what I'm using here. I've got Lucky, Creative, and Soldier, all great human traits. Assault training because of the Boolean cannon. Field technician, kit readiness is excellent. Strike team specialist for the... yeah, when attacking targets, you have a chance to increase your critical chance for 15 seconds. So it's pretty cool. That's a tactical trait. Any tactical character can get that. I'm running Hive Mind, which is also very nice. That's a lockbox trait, but it's fairly affordable on the exchange if you can get one. Nice little damage bonus for everyone on your team. And a more damage bonus even more if they also have this trait, which is kind of cool. These last two here, you could swap in something better here. I think Molt would be very good, or maybe Survivor would be some good lockbox traits. I don't have those on this character, but I use Aggressive just for the extra damage. A little bit of threat doesn't matter. And then Covert for a little bit of extra exploit damage, and the +2 damage for when flanking. And which also goes nicely with Trajectory Bending, since that makes all your attacks flanking. So it works well. For reputation traits, pretty much the standard. You got Lethality for the crits, Deadly Aim for the crit severity, Armor Pen for the armor pen, and then you got your Omega Weapon Proficiency, which for the extra little damage there. Always very good. Anything else? As far as duty officers on the ground, I don't run anything too special here. I do run this guy from the Temporal Agent event, just for the extra bonus specialization XP. I do run Fovo God-El. This is very good for tactical characters because it adds a damage debuff onto your target optics. He's very, very good. I highly recommend him. I run Samhug just for some extra gold press latinum. He's just for fun, really. And then I run 3 security officers for getting the extra chance of additional security team when you beam them in. So there you go. When it procs, you get a couple extra ones. Works quite well. Alright guys, so that's the build and that's the run. It's a fun queue. I highly recommend you get in there. And honestly, if you're watching this video, you won't have much time. You'll have to start right away. By the time this is uploaded, we're going to be down to less than 3 full days. So as soon as this video is uploaded, if you're watching this, you got to log in and get going fast if you want to be able to complete 3 runs before the event is done. But yeah, good event. It's fun. It's challenging. It's a change of pace. You only have to do it 3 times to get the reward. I mean, what's not to like? I think it works out quite well. Hopefully they'll work on the bugs, because like I said, the wave, things getting stuck between the waves, that's a huge issue. That does need to be fixed. I could see like frustration going through the roof if you're on wave 100, and then a mob gets stuck in the wall, and then, oh my god, you'd be like, we just went through 100 waves and now we're stuck on this. That would be terrible. So hopefully they'll get all that ironed out. And of course the scaling rewards, they need to fix that. But I think the developer even commented that on Reddit, saying that it was their known issue, but they won't be able to fix it this time around. The event is so short, I don't think they'll be able to fix anything, honestly. The event is so short, it's going to be over. So any fixes that are going to be coming, we'll have to probably wait until next time. But yeah, so that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the event as well. Come back in a few days. I'll post a video and take a look at the reward as well, see how this kit module does, and see if it's any good. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Bye for now.